Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. It's night one of the 31 Days of Horror. Now, get us out of the way right away. I'm filming some of these early, so if I'm talking about something that and you're thinking like, that's been like out for quite a while. Why is he talking about that now? It's because I'm filming this like earlier. Tonight's a perfect example. What I'm covering for you tonight is The Conjuring Last Rites. I just went and saw this in the theater the other day, and what to say about it? I wonder. Obviously, latest Conjuring movie uh, follows Ed and Lorraine Warren as they come out of like semi-retirement, if you will, to investigate the Smurl haunting. Now, I'm going to talk about this just as a movie. I'm not going to, go into the whole Ed and Lorraine thing, like, this wasn't, like, factual to what happened in the actual case. There are certain things we know. We know Ed and Lorraine Warren were kind of, sensationalist at times. That they added stuff to their explanations of things to make it a bit more dramatic and everything. It is what it is. So I'm not going to go into all that, just leaving that alone. This as a movie, as the finale of the Conjuring series, does it work? Yes. It's a satisfying end to the Warren story. Were there some hits and misses in here? Yes, there were. The basic plot is back in like the 60s or whatever, when Lorraine Warren was still pregnant, they go to this like antique store that's like supposedly haunted, and they find this mirror, and this mirror is evil, and it essentially sort of causes her to go into like premature labor. She ends up getting taken to hospital, and her kid's born dead. So she prays it alive. I have no clue how true that is. I don't think it's probably as cut and dry as they make it out, but that's kind of the plot. And then jump forward a bunch of years, the kid's grown up. She's like an adult now, and she's dating this guy, and Ed and Lorraine have sort of retired. There's no, they're having a like one of their what's the word one of their lectures, and there's like four people in there, and like three of them are there just kind of to laugh at it. Um, it is what it is. They've kind of retired. In the meantime, this mirror has shown up at the Smurl family's house. Um, it's given to the daughter for like some religious thing. I don't know. Like the day she became a Catholic or something. I don't know. I'm not a religious person. I don't know that stuff. So some religious event. And her grandparents or whatever got her this mirror, and evil ensues and is let loose. What this ends up doing, though, this is some slight spoilers for this. Essentially, there's like three ghosts at the house, and they're being used by like this demon from the mirror, apparently. I don't know. That seems a little. I don't know. I'll leave you to figure that one out on your own. So they come. There's the demon from the mirror is actually after their daughter, and like all this is just kind of like a setup to get the daughter, and they end up winning the day. It is what it is, and going into full-time retirement. Now, this is kind of one of my issues with this particular movie. Now, I know some people will say, "Oh, it's like the mirror was behind everything right back at the beginning." I don't buy that. Uh, what I think is this. It's like they play up this like there's this demon that's controlling these other ghosts, and it's never really dealt with. You know, Ed Warren slams like a Bible against the the mirror, and like they like pray at the mirror or something, and it breaks. You know, but it's never fully addressed. Now, when you're basing something on true events, there's only so much you can do, obviously. But I would have thought, you could have. This would have been a great time to do like a throwback to like maybe like the first Conjuring movie, and have it that like that this demon is actually like Bathsheba or whatever from the first movie, and like it's something like that, or even that it's like Valak from the other movies. But no, it's just some random demon apparently. I don't know. That just seemed a bit off for me. Now, this movie has a runtime of 2 hours and 15 minutes. Um, it's too long. I'm saying now. Don't get me wrong. I love a long movie. I would have loved this as a director's cut of the movie, but for the theatrical release, you could have cut out half an hour easy just of like exposition, because like there's a lot of scenes of people doing nothing. You know, you have a couple of like haunting scenes. The hauntings I feel should have been ramped up in this, because it's going to be the last Conjuring movie. You should at least hit the same level as the first one, I think. But that's just me. I'll leave it at that. For a rating, honestly, even despite what I've said, I still give this an 8 out of 10. This is still a solid movie, because let's be honest, even the worst Conjuring movie is still better than a lot of the crap that comes out nowadays. The acting's great. The effects are genuinely creepy. One of the ghosts is this old woman thing. I say thing because, you don't really get a good look at it. When you do, it's like really kind of creepy. Like so much I was in the theater and I was kind of like, ugh. There are the requisite jump scares that are in modern horror. That's just par for the course. It is what it is. But yeah, all in all, 8 out of 10. Good flick. I definitely recommend it. Definitely a good ending to the series. But one thing I do feel, if you were to watch the series as a whole, it would obviously be one of the lesser entries. Just saying. But yeah, that's it for me. See you next time.